Good day, YouTubers, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls from all around the world. We got plexiglass installed, cut to fit. That went pretty smoothly, you know, other than being a little scared to use the skill saw on that, but it did go well. I didn't have any chip out or cracks or anything. This kind of plexiglass is brittle, Lexan, whatever it is, and the brittle stuff is not as easy to work with. But we did get her cut out and we got her to fit in, and the actual frame in the box itself is nice and square. But I used my table saw when I ripped these down, and when I cut that groove in for the glass to go into. And the table saw blade is a little bigger than the blade on my skill saw. So when I use the skill saw to cut the groove down here in the base, it wasn't as wide as the blade cut for the framing, and the glass wouldn't go in there. So I piddled with it for a while and tried to, you know, use a file and a block and try to get it to open up a little bit. And you take the mallet and beat on it and maybe get it to go down in there a little bit, but it's not going to be a good fit when it's that tight. So I'm going to have to either redo this piece or get the table saw out again, which is down there, and set it up and try to cut this on the table saw. It shouldn't be too hard to do. I'm going to have a lead out on the end here that I don't want, that I tried to stop. When I'm using the skill saw, I could stop it in time, but if I could fill that with wood putty, maybe, I don't know. But that's my problem right now, is getting the glass to fit down in the base. And then I'm going to cut another piece of base for it that's bigger, so it looks a little steppy to go up. Yeah, I got a piece down there I can use. So I was really dreading cutting that glass, because you mess it up, you got to go buy another section. So that's okay, and that's done. But now we're into the detail work around the base and stuff, and how to redo that battery box for the lights inside there. And it's already Sunday afternoon, so I'm grilling up some steaks and baked potatoes. And I just put these on a few minutes ago. The neighbors are out gallivanting in their yard. So I'm going to enjoy the rest of my day, and just wanted to do a little short update on the display case this week. It's progress, and I guess I can explain what that is. That is the leftover cover for the screen on the front porch. So I've already started to remove that front porch. Let's go up there and look what I've done. The track you saw on that table in the shed is this You screw on the base that's black, then you snap this cover in after you got the screen installed, and it's got 2 grooves in it to accept the screen roll. It's like a rubber tube you use to roll the screen in there, and here you can see some of it. I haven't removed the screen roll from this one piece yet, and you can see the screen is cut to fit in there with that piece of rubber tubing that holds it down. You roll it in with that. So we got the screen out and a temporary wall built so the dog can't get out and mosquitoes can't get in while we do this expansion in the front. And this week coming, I'm gonna work on tearing the rest of this out and get it ready for the screen guys. This post here will have to stay, and this post and that post, they're all load bearing, but everything else is going to come out. And then I'll use that circuit there that was hooked to a time clock for the Christmas lights, but I can change it around to be the power for the roll-up screen door at 12 feet out away from the edge of the carport there. I'm going to go 12 feet out with enclosure and screen the whole thing in. We'll add 6 feet to the front porch and make that bigger. And then either this side or this side of this load-bearing column, we're going to put another man door. And I just decided I haven't figured out what side to put it on, but with this bush here, it'll probably be on the other side. So lots of stuff happening next week, and don't have a lot of time to work on that display case, but I will spend a day or two trying to get that base fitted into that glass and accept it. Then I can screw down the corners to the base from underneath that you can access later on. And the other thing I got to figure out is how to secure the ship to the base also. I hate using glue for something like that because it may let go. So I might put a physical block of wood on both sides or something and screw it all the way. I don't know how I'm going to do that yet. So I do appreciate all viewers on the channel, and I try to keep at least one video a week to let everybody know how things are going. And I know there's some folks in the world that are watching these builds from the progress we're having, so I'm encouraged by that, and it helps me feel a little obligated to do a little short filming of what's going on each week. And normally I'll spend 30 minutes or an hour just showing you the actual building of something myself and getting hands-on in there, but life is hectic, and I'm sorry I haven't done the normal. But thanks for watching anyway. We'll see you next week.